Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Amethyst 6. My name's Sue, and I am bringing this video to you from my new laptop, which I purchased about 3 days ago, and I was waiting to get the laptop because I've been doing my videos on my phone and it's been really hard work. So I hope this is going to be better for you. You can see more of my room, but you can actually see my very tiny wardrobe at the top, so just ignore that. I wanted to talk to you today about colours that are on the planet at the minute. Sorry, if I do that and make it a bit better. There you go. Which are the... Right, okay, I'll start again. I wanted to talk to you for a minute about sharing information on the internet. In terms of what people are being guided to say or what information they're being given, some people are sharing, some people aren't. Some people are charging for it, some people aren't. Some people are, you know, doing half and half, sharing some of it, charging for some of it. It's all good. All of it's good because you will be directed and you will find what you are looking for if you put out the intention that I need the answer to this. And I will give you an example of that. On one of my videos last week, I think it was, I said I had a lot of tingly thing going on at the side of my head, on the left side of my head. This morning, I read a blog from Diana Canfield, and the first few lines it said, and you could be experiencing tingling on the left side of your head, which would indicate that a solar flare is coming in. So I got my answer, and that was like a few days ago. So you'll be given the answers that you need. Just put it out to the universe. This is a bit weird, or not sure what this is. Your higher self will dig in and find that information for you, and then we'll bring it to you. So trust that that's going to happen. The other thing I wanted to say about the information, I've seen quite a few posts on... I don't really follow Facebook that much anymore, but I've seen a few posts on lately about that people are plagiarizing, I think it's called. It's when you copy somebody else's work anyway. Somebody's got some information, put it on there, then somebody else has taken that information and maybe repackaged it or done something different with it a little bit and then repackaged it or charged for it. I don't know what. What people have to understand is we are all tapping into the collective because we are the law of one. So although everybody streams information in slightly different ways and gets different information in different ways, essentially the information is probably going to be very similar. So unless you actually package yourself as a guru that knows absolutely everything, so you're in fact... you know, well, we are gods anyway, but in fact, you know everything about everything, then you are going to get somebody that probably will come out with something that you've already said or that you were thinking about or that you were going to say. So either way, three-way, doesn't really matter. I think we need to be a bit clearer about where this information is coming from. If it was a college essay, if I typed up a college essay, a full essay, and somebody came along and copied my work, then yes, the college would say, you've copied somebody's work, that isn't good, we're going to penalise you for it, and whatever will be, will be. We are tapping into infinite consciousness, and the clue in the word is infinite. It's infinite. There is that much information out there, and a lot of it is going to be similar because we're all moving towards a similar vibration. So I just wanted to say that because I think people are getting a little bit twitchy about it all. I don't care. I'm not bothered. If you want to share this video, if you want to take something from it, if you want to share it with other people, absolutely fine. I don't have a problem with that, because the whole point of doing these videos for a lot of us, even the ones that are making money out of it, even the ones that are doing, you know, kind of it's their job to do that, they still give away loads of free stuff. They give away videos, they give away meditations, they give away workshops. Everybody does it because we want the information to get out there. We're not precious about it. If you need to know this, then we will give it to you because it's been given to us or brought out from within us, if that makes sense. Okay, so I just wanted to say that. The next thing I wanted to say, if I'm very shiny, there is a reason for that. Because I bought some glittery eyeshadow. I tricked myself and bought some glittery magenta pink eyeshadow, and it's very glittery, and I put far too much on, and now I just look like a ball of glitter on my face. And I'm not going to wash it off because I love glitter a lot. So if I am shiny, I'm not going to apologise, and I hope it looks stunning. There you go. I'm just going to show you there. Nice. Okay, so Mother Mary has brought in a colour this last 3 weeks, I'd say it was, and the colour orange, I don't even know where that's come from, but that's probably been for about the last week. So today's video is all about colour, yay! Now remember I said a few weeks ago I was going to do a video about colour, and I kept being put off by it, and I kept thinking, I don't actually want to do that about colour. But I've been guided to do it today because I think at that stage I wasn't ready because the colour hadn't actually come in, so I was kind of jumping the gun a bit. But it's here now, so I can talk about it. So Magenta Rose Ray has hit the planet probably about a week ago, I'd say. And we are in the midst of something spectacular. You probably heard about an event, some event. I don't have a clue what that is. I'm not sure how it's going to affect people. I'm not really going to go into it because there's loads of stuff out there about it. But I do know that we have the Magenta Rose Ray here on the planet, and a lot of people are seeing pink and purple skies, which tells me that it's in the collective now. A couple of weeks ago, I was seeing rainbows a lot in the sky, not actual physical rainbows, but in 5D. So the sky was just rainbow colours everywhere. But now it's turned into like this magenta pink colour. So what colour is magenta pink? Wow. It's kind of like between a pink and a purple. And I tried to find something. In fact, I have got something. If you hang on 1 second, I have got something. This colour is magenta. That and this is magenta. I'm sure you know what magenta looks like, but I couldn't find anything. I'm really pleased that I did. Okay, that's magenta. That is the colour that's come into the planet this week. Now, anybody that knows me well will tell you that I really struggle with the colour pink. I've struggled with it for a very long time. There was trauma attached to it from this lifetime. I haven't really delved into it because a lot of this stuff is just, you know, we delve, clear, and I'm really good at that. But I've kind of thought this time that I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do the embracing the pink and go with it and not have to do the other stuff that goes with it. When my book gets finished, when it's been proofread, there is stuff in there that's a little bit sensitive, and you would find out more about me by reading my book. But as it stands now, I've decided not to go down that path. I've decided to just do the, you know, embracing the pink. So I wanted to dye my hair pink because usually when a colour comes in, I do the hair thing. So it's been red, it's been orange, it's been, one colour hasn't really been is green, but every other colour it's been. Now, because I work in education, it's probably not going to go down well if I walk in with pink hair. So I'm going to wait until the the Easter holidays, and then if it is very, very pink, I can wash it out. But I've actually got the colour, and it's called Marshmallow, which, if you think about that, is the double M. So Mother Mary helped me to buy this. That's very good of her. So Mother Mary is bringing in pink is unconditional love. It is sorry, something just walked behind me then. Unconditional love. It is peace on earth. It's quite a lot of different things, really. But I think the main thing that I would say about the colour pink is the divine feminine. Now, I'm not going to go into a big debate about the divine feminine. Why is it not masculine? We all have both. We all have the feminine and the masculine in our energy field. So if you feel guided as a male, as a human male, you want to wear pink, and men do a lot. Men do it. Absolutely fine. You can wear pink. You can wear pink nail polish. You could wear pink lipstick. You can do whatever you like with the pink, so long as you're integrating it into your system. Now, there are different ways to do that, and I wrote a list because I forget when I'm doing these videos, and actually sometimes I get downloads and different things going on at the same time. It's my voice kind of slows down, and I tend to start speaking like this. So at the minute, I'm okay with it. So I'm just going to read it off while I'm here. Foods, pink grapefruit, blancmange. I'm trying to think of pink foods. Well, any pink foods, because I'm vegan, you see, so it's just fruit and vegetables for me, really. So if you can think of pink foods that would be really good for you, then go for it. They're the pink foods. The orange foods, slightly better at, because I love these. I've been eating about 6 of these every day for about a week. They've got vitamin C in them. They're very good for you. Butternut squash. You could have orange lentils. So anything orange. As I said before, I'm not really sure where the orange comes from, if I'm honest. I'm not sure which ray it's from, which dimension. I can tell you that the colour orange there are 24 quantum colours, and I've been guided to say that the colour orange is the colour of celebration. Now, tying that in with what's going to happen over the next 3 days, I was quite excited about that, because I thought, well, that's good, because that might mean that there's a celebration coming up for us. Obviously, who knows? So that's the food bit of it. Nail polish. You can use pink nail polish, orange nail polish. Clothes. Fantastic. About 4 weeks ago, I bought this jumper, which is orange. It's got pink as well. I'd never normally buy something like that because it's very bright for me. I tend to be more of a subdued person and more like blues and turquoise and stuff. And as soon as I saw it, I thought I need to have that jumper. And I obviously didn't know why, but now I do. Because it was for this video, and it's orange and pink together, which actually you wouldn't think, oh, but they actually do. So hair dye. So that's my marshmallow, which will be going on, and I'll post a video when I've got it on, which will be about 3 weeks. And this one, I was guided to buy the orange one, so you can imagine what colour that's going to be. But you know, it could look really good. And this is called apricot. So you could eat apricot or wear the colour apricot, or even paint your house apricot. Paint your favourite rooms pink or orange. Okay, forgot about that one. Right, so crystal water, you can, this is my crystal water one, but obviously you'd need carnelian or some kind of orangey or pink stone, which would be rose quartz. Talking about rose quartz, you could carry a piece of that with you. It's very inexpensive. It's something like 50p up to, you know, whatever else, the massive chunks of the ones. This is a little angel one. That's a little pendant, see? You can wear that. Crystals are really good for grounding us as well, or going into situations where you're not so sure about, and there's a lot of anxiety around at the minute. So if you've got rose quartz in your pocket, that will, in your energy field, that will give you a softness, and people pick up on that. So they'll be thinking, oh, this person seems very anxious, but they're not aggressive with it. They're just feeling a bit off. Okay. So we've done crystal water, coloured water. So if you've just got water like this and it's just plain water, as you're drinking it, you can imagine that it's a different colour. So it's about your imagination, it's about visualisation. But if you imagine that this colour is pink or it's orange, whatever colour you want, red, whatever colour, you can get it into your system that way. If you're meditating, as you breathe in with the breath, you can imagine the colours as well, doing it that way. Oh, that's the end of my list. Okay, that's about it, really. Okay, so that's colour. Now, what does it mean for us as people on the planet? It basically means that we are rapidly changing. I'll give you a little bit of a story about when I was in work yesterday, and this happened to me last year as well, around about May time, and last January as well. So this is my third time it's happened, but because it's happened before, I know how to deal with it now. So I'm going to tell you what that is. I felt very faint yesterday, and I had literally a big download of energy that came in really, really quickly and kind of nearly knocked me off my feet. And the whole room was, the whole store was kind of going in and out, in and out, in and out. And I just felt like I was just about to go. I was about to faint and lose consciousness. And that's happened to me twice before. So this time I knew what to do because I was standing as well. So I started to walk around to move the energy. If you stand there and you just let it do its thing, you're going to feel that sensation. The energy is trying to move through your body, and it's moving. It needs to move, but you need to move with it. So I started walking around, deep breathing, obviously trying to be as inconspicuous as possible. You don't want to cause fuss, but I was doing that with the deep breathing and the speaking to the cells in my body. When you, a lot of people have said this on Facebook, and I posted something about it this morning. When you do the what the F, and you say that to your body, what the F is happening to me, your cells start to go, oh, what's happening here? What is going on? If you talk to your cells in your body and say, listen, this is part of a process. I need you to get on board with this. No, it's not that comfortable, but it's not going to last for very long. Speak to yourselves like you would speak to a child that's not sure about what's happening. So if you had a 4-year-old or a 3-year-old stood in front of you who was having a bit of a fit about things and didn't know what was happening, what would you do? Would you say, oh my God, not this again? What are you doing? You know, can't cope with this. No, you wouldn't. You would say, absolutely fine. You're going to be okay. It's just this. Just breathe. You're fine. And it passes. So that's what I did yesterday. Out of the 3 episodes that I've had, that was the mildest one yesterday. So I was easily able to navigate that. And then somebody else put on the post underneath, once I posted that on, somebody put underneath, you just need to, you know, practice love. Tell yourselves that they're loved. And I completely agree with that. But when you're in fear, just chanting the word love, I don't really think that's enough. I think you need to speak to your body. Your physical body is your gateway, and this is really, really important, is your gateway to this ascension, descension process, whatever you want to call it. It's your physical body. It's the circle, the gateway, the portal, the 0 point. Your body is it. But because your mind wants to take control of that and is saying, what the hell is going on? Your cells in your body will react to that emotion and will say, we don't know what's going on either. And then it kind of starts this reactionary process, which you may not want to be a part of. Because I can tell you right now, my symptoms have been really strong this week. So I've had the nearly fainting. I've been eating for England. I've had the itchiest skin ever. And normally it's just on my shins, but it's been in other places as well, like my head. And can't wear hats now because there's some kind of thing going on with my scalp. I had blurred vision yesterday. I couldn't get my words out properly. Everything seemed to be coming out a little bit jumbled. I've had aches and pains. You name it, I've probably had it this week. But I haven't been going into yeah, I am tired. I'm really tired. I am a bit fed up with it. We all are. Let's face it. When I say we're only human, I'm going to take the word only out. We're human and we're going through a multidimensional experience that we have never been through before. Think about it. We have never got to this point before. So because we've never got to this point before, we have no frame of reference. We haven't got a reference point to go to. So when I say about people posting on about different things, and take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but at least give that person a chance to give their perspective on what's happening, because it might just give you a little bit of a heads up as to what is happening with you. I don't have all the answers. I don't think anybody has the answers. With the timelines the way they are now, they are actually being formed as we go along, and our reality is creating those timelines. So if you have a lot of people on the planet that are doing oh my God, what's happening to my body? I don't know what's going on. Please tell me about this. Please tell me about that. Go inside and ask. That's what we need to do. We need to go inside and ask. Speak to the cells. Ask. Tell them, I really don't know what's happening, but we're okay. We are okay in this now. In this now moment, we are okay. And there was a lady that after I put that on, there was a lady that posted on that said, I've just done this and things are calming down. It seems to be working. So whatever you can do to get through this is whatever you can do. If you need to lie down, lie down. If you need to drink water, drink water. If you want to eat a ton of chocolate, do that. Because you will have phases of your body wanting energy. So it needs the fuel. So it's a bit like a rocket. So you've got this energy flowing through your body thick and fast, and it's burning up the calories, and it's saying, just give me more food. May not necessarily be the best food. It might be chocolate. It could be anything. It could, anything that you want to have. It could be carbohydrates to the max for a whole day. Just do it. Just do it. Try not to do I'm saying that, but obviously I'm really not saying that you shouldn't do it. But anybody that's fasting at this moment in time, I take my hat off to you if I could wear one, because I would not be able to do it. I can't even go 2 hours now without something to eat. And part of the reason yesterday, I think as well, that I was kind of feeling a little bit off was because I was in work and I had breakfast and I was hungry, but I couldn't get anywhere to get any food. And that was a little bit of a problem yesterday. So for the next 2 or 3 days, I'm going to carry snacks around with me like this, orange food, and water, drink. I know we always bang on about this, drink water. You need to drink a lot of water as well, because that helps shift the energy through. we are 70, is it 70% water? We have a lot of water in our bodies, and when we drink more water, that sends it through the system. Right, I think I'm done. I wanted to record this video on the 3:33 because that's like my favourite number at the minute, in light of what's going to be happening in the next 3 days. But I couldn't do it because time is speeding up again. And since this morning, I've been up since 6:15, and it literally feels like I've been awake about 3 hours, and here it's 4 o'clock. So what's that? About 8 hours, and I literally feel like I've been awake about 3. I've tried to cram everything in. It just is what it is, you know. I had 2 days, not yesterday, the day before, where it felt like Groundhog Day. It felt like the longest day ever. And it had been something like 2 hours, and it felt like 24 hours. So the time-space continuum, and I'm not a scientist, and I don't really know much about it. All I just know is that we are, you know, kind of going up and down with the Schumann resonance and this and that. So look after yourselves. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I actually don't think the quality is going to be very good because I'm looking at the screen and there's lots of bits and what have you. So I'm probably going to have to change that. Not very high tech, so I'll do my best with it. My book is, I think I found a proofreader today. So that's going to be out probably in the next couple of weeks. And yes, just take care of yourselves, okay? And I'll speak to you soon. I'm probably going to do a video after the so-called event. Obviously, we don't know what that is. Just to give my perspective on what's happened with me. Everybody's going to have a different perspective on what's happened with them. So I recommend you get some glitter and spread it all over your face like I've done, and get some colour and just have a really, really good next 3 days. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye.